Officer, I never even noticed that stop sign until I heard your siren go off. Thank you so much for pointing that out to me. Okay, here's my license. This is me when I was younger. You know what they're doing now at the motor vehicle place? They're doing group photos. I had to argue with the woman just to get my own shot. I don't know why I'm trying to make you laugh. I'm trying to change the mood here because you seem so intent on this whole ticket thing. You know, officer, we are both professionals. I am a psychiatrist. You enforce the law. Can't we work something out here? By the way, that is a great color for you.
Dad, you're a therapist. Why didn't you, like, play with his mind?
I used reverse psychology. I didn't play with his mind.
You used it on yourself?
Oh, no.
You were an idiot.
There's so many things I could have said to him that I just wasn't thinking.
At the time, you get nervous. You panic.
The trick is to put them on the defense, you know?
Right, like, how would you do that?
Why haven't you caught me other times, officer? I've been going through that stop sign for 5 years.
But you don't think of that, then?
No. You know, starting a day like that is not... It's humiliating, is what it is. You know,
That's just a ticket.
It's a ticket, but I'm on display, you know. Everyone sees me. They're driving by, they're laughing, they're pointing.
No, that's not because you're getting a ticket.
You don't think?
No.
What could it possibly be?
Well, honestly?
Yeah, and this might be the most important thing you ever say.
Well, I'm pointing and laughing now.
The thing has been, you're guilty until proven innocent when you get a ticket. You know, people looking at you, their assumption is that you've done something bad, that you are a bad man.
You violated a traffic law.
No, I contend that I couldn't see the stop sign. It was obscured by the tree.
You've never stopped at that stop sign?
If I have, it's just been a coincidence.
It doesn't look good. I mean, if we go to court, if we contest this ticket...
I'm not going to spend a day of my life contesting a $75 driving ticket.
But do you know what a ticket does to your insurance? It ups the premiums by, hundreds of dollars a year.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Can I wear this?
You know, I don't know, Dr. Katz. Just tell me how to be. That's all. I come here, I just want somebody to tell me how to be.
Well, Jan...
Some people have their act together, you know. I went to these people's house, and they had picture frames with pictures in them.
They're just flaunting it.
They had sushi wrappers, and they made sushi. They invited me over for sushi, and they made their sushi.
Well, you could do that, Jan.
All I have is a knife that I stole from Houlihan's 10 years ago. When's that part of my life going to start? When I have it together?
I think that part of your life will begin when you return the knife.
Nothing helps. Even ginkgo biloba doesn't help me.
I love their work, you know, but...
Not that I'm not giving up, though, Dr. Katz, because I've been to so many different therapists. I just have to give it I think maybe that's a pattern, too, is like, you know, leaving people, abandoning situations, and not giving it enough time. Don't you think? Dr. Katz, are you listening?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like you care. You know what I'm looking for is conviction, point of view. Maybe I need a cheerleader. Do you know any cheerleaders that are now therapists?
I know they were heading in that direction. I don't know if they made it all the way. But what kinds of experiences have you had in therapy?
Well, you know, I had this one therapist, this French therapist. He said to me, he says, you know, you can have sex with whoever you want. You know, you can have sex with whoever you want. And I said, but Pierre, does that mean you? And he goes, but of course. And I go, I don't know, but I shouldn't be paying for it, should I? This doesn't seem right. And then he says, that's the best part. It was kind of sick, don't you think? I stopped going to that guy.
That'll teach him. You know, I was driving here and I was running a little late, Laura, and I see a sign that says, caution, small children playing, so I slow down. And then it occurs to me I'm not afraid of small children.
Yeah?
That's funny.
Dr. Katz, I would love to sit here and listen to your jokes all day, but I have to go.
Well, why do you have to go?
Well, I have to go to the dentist.
You know, Laura, this is 3 times in 1 week. I'm a little concerned. Is there a condition that's requiring this much treatment? Is there anything I can do?
No.
Is he doing some serious work?
No.
Because you don't seem to be uncomfortable or in pain.
Well...
Do you have a sweet tooth for the dentist, maybe?
That's such a corny way to put it.
Oh, my God. Do I hear the pitter-patter of a little hygienist?
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad that you are cultivating this relationship. It sounds wonderful. But, I wish you wouldn't do it during office hours, I guess, is my concern. Why do you see him only during the daytime? Why don't you guys go out
I
at night?
don't know. I've been wondering that myself.
Well, I think you have a right to know. I think I have a right to know.
What are you talking about?
No, this is a classic symptom of the married man. This is a guy who's got a family and kids in the suburbs, and you're.
Dr. Katz, you don't know that.
I just don't want you to get hurt.
Dr. Katz, I could take care of myself. I don't need you looking out for me.
Laura, I enjoy looking out for you. I've taken you under my wing from the very start. Granted, it's a little damp under there, but still.
Dad.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Ben.
I went to the stop sign, and it is partially obscured by leaves.
I told you.
So I took a photo.
Yeah.
And if we got ourselves a good lawyer, you can get out of this ticket, no problem.
Ben, I am not going to hire a lawyer for a $75 ticket.
Dad, you don't even need to get a lawyer, honestly.
What do you mean?
I will take this case myself.
I don't think I can afford your services in this situation.
Dad, look, you don't have to pay me unless we win.
I mean, I can put you on a retainer or something.
No, if I take a commission.
Oh, you'll get a piece of the $75?
No, you don't get $75, but I'm also going to throw on a civil suit.
That's very, very civil of you, Ben, but...
Well, I mean, I'm going to sue the police officer for...
emotional distress.
Emotional distress and future earnings. We got a case against these people. They harassed you.
Yeah.
Did he touch you?
He didn't touch me, but he looked at me funny.
Oh, you know what? This is going to be no problemo then, Dad, for me.
No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, Ben. I'm sorry.
That's too bad. That really is too bad.
I'm sorry. I'm disappointing you.
No, you don't have to keep apologizing,
No.
You're doing it.
I'm not.
You are. I sent in the ticket.
Did not.
Yes, I did. And I checked off on the back of the ticket that we will be going to court.
Can't we go to a movie or something instead?
After?
My parents are always performing around the house.
They were a comedy team.
They would go off into this other room, and my sister and I would just, sometimes we'd hear them arguing and, yelling and screaming, calling each other names. Then they'd come out and they'd be laughing, or, the sketch went very well, the angry sketch.
I'm sure it was very confusing not knowing where the comedy ended and reality began.
It was, there were no boundaries. That was the problem. There were no boundaries.
I heard you. So it was confusing for you, I'm sure.
They weren't around a lot because they were out doing Courtship of Eddie's Father episode or something like that. Sometimes in the summertime we'd go out and we'd hang out on the sets of the TV shows. And that was kind of traumatic because these young actors were very combative, and they were very, they really were not nice, a lot of them. Like that kid from the Courtship of Eddie's Father, and Eddie.
Right.
I had a candy bar, so he came up to me and he just knocked a candy bar out of my hand, and in a show of...
Well, I'm sure that a child actor is very territorial.
Territorial, very, very, and then just walked away and made it clear that you don't mess with Eddie.
No, I think that is clear. You don't mess with Eddie. So they were not traditional parents.
They made my sister and I, they kind of pushed our performing instincts out to the forefront. Like, they gave us a lot of lessons.
Right.
And she was older than I was, so she kind of had an advantage a lot of the time. And plus, for a long time, she used to tell me that she was a witch. And I believed that for years.
Yeah.
She would do things like she'd sneak into my room in the middle of the night and cut off a lock of my hair and paste it on a rock that she'd drawn a smiley face on.
Oldest trick in the book.
We both took violin lessons. The trade-off for the violin lessons was when my parents would co-host the Mike Douglas show, they'd bring us on and we'd have to play chopsticks on the Mike Douglas show on the violin.
Chopsticks on the violin sounds very difficult.
It's hard to play anything on the violin.
Yeah.
Especially when you're 8, okay? And you're not musically inclined. It was not a good memory.
Ben, everybody, regardless of what kind of background they have, has memories from their childhood that are unhappy.
Yeah, but most people don't have their bad memories on videotape.
Now they do, actually. They're just not on Nick at Night.
I bought a pair of fake glasses today for court.
Why?
It looks good when you, let's say I'm in the middle of grilling the police officer when he's on the stand.
Yeah.
I take off my glasses, and then I slowly wipe the lenses with my shirt. And that is the sign of a lawyer with confidence. Then I will put them back on and watch that guy cry like a baby.
Yeah.
Tonight when you get home, after work, We're going to have to go through exactly how you're going to respond in a courtroom situation. You want to try a little right now?
Yeah, just hit me with what the worst possible question I might be asked.
Then I'm going to hit you hard.
Go ahead.
All right. Isn't it true, Dr. Katz? Isn't it? Answer the question. Yes or no? Yes or no? What? What, do you have something stuck in your throat because you're a liar?
I don't understand the question.
You don't understand.
That's correct.
Your Honor, he doesn't understand.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, he doesn't understand. You don't... Hey, Laura.
Hi.
How you doing?
Fine.
You notice the confident posture that I now have?
Not really.
You don't notice the way I'm holding myself? Chest out, thighs out, feet out, everything pretty much out. It's confidence, Laura. You know, I realize walking around the city today that if you look confident, people think you're confident. Did you ever hear the expression, Laura, you gotta fake it to make it?
I don't know.
When you exude confidence, people believe you. Like, for instance, right now. I came in here with a lot of confidence. I walked up to the desk with a lot of confidence.
No, you didn't.
And I look confident. I look the part.
No, you don't.
Baby, let me finish. You and me are going to go out tonight, all right?
No, we're not.
We're going to go out.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we'll go out. We'll go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you to the movies.
No, you're not.
And then I'm going to take you out to dinner afterwards. And then after that, who knows? But we're going to go out. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Really?
Really?
Oh, is that true?
Yes.
Is that, you really mean no?
Yes, I do.
Let me come back.
See, I just want to be more aggressive, and then, you know, it's hard to be a woman and be aggressive, and unless you're a basketball player, like the women basketball players, they can be really tough and aggressive. In fact, they have to be. I mean, you can't play basketball like a girl and expect to win. You'd be in the middle of a game, Tina, I'm over here, pass the ball. Ow, God, it was too hard. Huh? Nothing, I'm fine, let's just go. But those basketball player girls, I mean, nobody ever criticizes them. You know, everyone's like, yeah, I slam dunked them. And they're like, oh, wow, she's really tough. But I act like that, and, you know, she's too aggressive.
You know, I would love to talk about the power of your false confidence all day.
Well, the only reason
But I have to go.
What do you mean, you gotta leave?
Yeah, I'm going to the dentist.
Who's your dentist?
Why, do you know him?
No, I'm just asking. Why are you being so defensive?
'Cause I can't remember his name right now.
Well, the only reason I ask is because the dentist that my dad and I see is senile.
Yeah?
He keeps filling the same filling, and I don't want to say anything. Take a look at it. It's huge.
And my dad says, you know, Jan, I don't remember that you had such a bad childhood. I don't know what you're complaining about. You know, I took you to baseball games. I bought you ice cream. You know, I laced up your shoes that one time. And then there was a graduation of some sort. I mean, I don't know what you're complaining about.
Nothing.
What's going on? You're not...
Nothing. It's just I can't really... I mean, we just had lunch a couple of times. And
Do you like him?
Yeah, he's okay. I don't know.
How many times have you seen this gentleman?
4.
4 times. That's a lot.
It's not that much. I mean, it's just lunch, so I don't really know.
You only see him during lunch? Why would you only have lunch with the guy?
I've been busy.
Well, Laura, it just strikes me as odd. You've been out with the guy 4 times. It's only been lunch. What does that mean?
Don't you have anything to do?
4 lunches, no dinners yet.
Ben, how many lunch dates have you had this year?
The point is, Laura, if I went out with a woman, let's say I had 2 lunches.
Is this all in one day?
No, just let me finish. I go out for 2 lunches with a woman, right? The next one, the third, I'd say let's have dinner.
Yeah.
If I said let's have lunch again,
Yes.
awkward. Something's wrong. I am suspicious.
God, why does everything have to be an investigation?
Do you know what I'm saying, Laura?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I have to go.
Well, fine. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it.
Bye.
We should have lunch. Laura! We'll do lunch.
I'm just so tired of exercising. I mean, don't you think if you do it enough times, it should stay? I think 5,000 sit-ups should be pretty much permanent.
Sure, that's plenty. Do you belong to some kind of health club?
Yeah, I belong to a health club, but I don't like going there, you know, because they always have those big weightlifter guys in there working out.
Right.
They always act like you don't know what you're doing. They come over to you like, hey, I've been checking you out over there for quite some time. Let me ask you something. Where did you learn how to do all those exercises? Like, you're going to go, well, I don't know. My boyfriend was a weightlifter, and I looked at a couple pictures in magazines, and I don't even know how I got here. Will you buy me something?
I noticed you haven't been going to the dentist lately, Laura. And I'm just wondering if that means that things are, that all his work is done.
Well, my teeth are great. If that's what you're wondering.
Just wondering if things didn't pan out the way you were hoping.
No, I didn't really have any expectation.
Well, sometimes that's the best way to go into a relationship, because that way you can't really be disappointed. Were you disappointed?
No.
See what I mean? I'm sure it's difficult to be in a relationship with somebody where they are not available to you 100%, where they have, what's the expression I'm looking for? Wife and kids?
Dr. Katz, that wasn't it.
No, what was it?
It's just that he always, well, he really liked my teeth.
Sure he did, yeah.
You know, and he always was asking me to smile.
Not the guy for you, that's all.
No.
You can always tell how long somebody's been in a relationship by how much they can move their mouth when they talk. You know how at first you're like all happy and free and it's so fun to be around you, and you're funny and you're so sweet and and then month by month all the muscles in your body start contracting and they work their way up through the neck into the jaw. Pretty soon you start talking like this. I said I want a sandwich.
Yeah.
Now, my parents have been together for so long, there's so much built-up hostility and resentment, they can't even chew. They just sit in their lazy boy chairs with straws in their mouths. And my mom could barely get the words out. Your father and I have been together for 40 years, and we have worked very hard to spread that joy onto you.
I'm on my own now. I'm single, which is good for me. The last breakup went through so many different ups and downs, and she ended up, the last time, she went off with a stuntman.
Right.
You know, what am I supposed to do with that?
Well, I think...
I direct movies. I have to deal with these people all the time. And so I found myself just resenting all of these men, and they're all like a fraternity. You know, they have this like secret association where they all hang out and break beer bottles and wear jeans and stuff.
Yeah.
The last movie I did, I think I really took it out on this one stuntman. I made him jump off of this 100-foot tower. You know, and that wasn't in the script.
Well, but, you know, maybe it's time to let go.
I just want to have a really healthy relationship with myself first. I was reading this book that said the person who I'm going to spend the most time with for the rest of my life is hello over here.
That's a long title.
I mean, I feel like I come in here and I say the same thing every week, week after week after week.
You know what the music means, Ben? Our time is up.
I don't hear anything. Was there like I didn't hear anything?
Oh, you know, hit that thing over there a couple of times.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah. Whew. This is our moment of truth, Ben. You feel?
I feel all right.
I have to tell you, I'm a little anxious about this whole thing, Ben, because you know what? Because they throw all this legal mumbo jumbo at you.
I will take care of that.
Oh God,
No, Dad, relax.
I cannot.
This is going to be fun.
I have to calm myself down. I'm like on the verge of hysteria. I'm afraid I'm going to start laughing in there.
Dad, you don't.
That would be so bad.
You can't do that.
No, I'm not going to. That's what I'm doing.
There's
it now.
one thing you have to have for the court's respect.
Oh, but believe me, I got plenty of that.
I think we have enough here to go on to win this case. I have over 300 photos of the stop sign. Now, when the jury deliberates, short time good, long time good, I can't remember which is which.
In this kind of case, short time I think is good for us.
Yeah, there is no jury, you idiot, in traffic court.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was no jury.
Yeah, I have to be hard on you now in the car before we get there and you start making mistakes.
Okay, but don't make me cry in front of the judge.
Well, you know, actually, that's not a bad thing. Can you cry on cue?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Dad, don't cry like that in court.
Okay.
Because
What about one of these? Has That'd work either.
And then I'll pull out a bottle and feed you. It will look weird, but it might work.
I'll give it to you.
We will plead insanity. That's what we'll do. We'll get away with it. They'll just say, get out. Dad?
You pull over.
You gotta be kidding.
No, just let me do all the talking, please.
Oh my God, I forgot my wallet. Dad, I don't have my license.
Please tell me that it's not true.
Dad, switch with me.
I am not going to do that, but he will see us and we will both get in
You
trouble.
see it, we'll go
Here,
under. Just duck
no,
under.
No, I am not going to do that.
Duck down, we'll
I'm
go
not gonna,
under.
You'll crush me,
We'll
then.
go low.
No.
Go low and
No.
I'll switch. Dad, I
No.
don't have my... I'm screwed without the license.
Just be honest with him. Tell him that you thought I was going to be driving. You
Give me
didn't
your
have a
license.
No.
Give me your license. Hello, officer.
Don't.
How are you?
Yeah, don't try to explain
Yeah, I
it.
know. What you don't do is whisper in front of him.
Okay, just can I do all the?
Because then he really thinks something. No, nothing. This is my dad, and he.
Yes.
This is
Good
what-
morning, officer.
Yeah, this is my dad, and hi. How are you?
Dr. Katz.
Let me just get the what I don't have, officer, is my license. And I do have a license, but I just didn't bring it because I meant to get one of those wallets with a chain connected to the belt, but I
Tell him you
haven't
weren't
gotten that yet.
Tell him
and,
you weren't planning on driving.
Yeah, and I also was just because my dad got nauseous about a minute ago, so we switched because he said he was feeling that. Look at the poor guy.
That's right, officer. I'm feeling a little nauseous.
Yeah, look at how old he is.
Yeah.